Yo, what's going on, guys? Sinumatic back with some more news. This time we're going to talk about half cat, half machine. That is right, the OrvilleCopter. There is a man who his cat was hit by a car and it died. And you know, some people when their animals die, they get them stuffed and they sit them next to their chair or some crazy shit. And you know, some of us would think that's crazy. They shouldn't do that. Blah blah blah. You know. Look at it like this. This guy, instead of getting his cat stuffed and sitting it in his house, he turned it into a flying helicopter. Yes, I will link you to a video where you can watch the cat flying around. And basically, you know, a lot of people were against him doing this. PETA said that it was a macabre way of honoring a dead family member. Look, I think PETA has good intentions sometimes, but those motherfuckers, I just want to real quick go in on that. I don't know if you guys know this, but a while back, PETA was taking in animals. And you know how if your animal goes to the shelter, it gets euthanized? They were taking in animals, and they were found to not be giving shelter to these animals, but they had more animals dead in freezers. Yes, they would freeze all these dead animals instead of you know, giving them away to families that wanted them. They were actually not giving away that many animals. More animals were dying and being locked in a freezer. So enough about PETA, though. Back to the flying, I'm sorry, guys. Back to the flying cat. I think it's crazy. I think it's cool because, you know, I have a dog. If my dog dies, I'm probably going to bury him in the backyard. Sad way to die. Sad way to go out to me. Unfortunately, you know, the honorable way to bury a loved one would be to get a plot, cemetery plot, buy a casket, bury it. How many of us have the money to do that with our animals? And at the same time, throwing your dog in a box and burying him out in the backyard, to me, isn't a good way to go out either. And, you know, this is a situation where some are going to agree with me, some are not. You know, hey, I'm for whatever anyone wants to do. If people want to be cremated when they die, then let them be cremated. If people want to be buried in a cemetery, let them be buried in a cemetery. If someone wants their animal to be stuffed, let it be stuffed. But this is the way, the cat's name was Orville. It was named after the Wright brothers. And that was this guy's ideal of, you know, basically showing tribute to his cat that he unfortunately lost. I think it's great. I can see why it might be a little weird, but I've seen much weirder shit. Blah, 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 blah. Sometimes I get tongue-tied because I'll be trying to talk and think and talk and think. But anyways, guys, make sure to check out the video on it. That's going to be linked below. It's from CNN.com. I thought it was a good story. Some of you are going to like it, some of you aren't. But hey, hopefully you'll still love me tomorrow. Peace. Am I going to shut it off? Am I going to shut that camera off? God, I'm looking handsome today. Oh shit, forgot to turn the camera off.